Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 33 of the TEW series. Tonight's Total Wrestling is going to be an interesting show. We're going to, of course, debut our newest stable. Obviously, it was sort of revealed in the last episode, or at the end of the last episode, consisting of Eddie Peak and Killer Shark so far. But obviously, there is room to maneuver in terms of stable members. Let's run the show. We start off with a 72 B- pre-show match. In a decent pre-show match, Brian Vesey and Kirk Jamison defeated Matt Hocking and Flying Jimmy Fox. I'm going to be making these two a tag team as well. Matt Hocking and Flying Jimmy Fox. I'm thinking of calling them the Rockers. I just feel like they sort of fit that type of mold in regards to their pictures there. And obviously, you know, we don't really have anything for them, so adding them to the tag division as sort of a mid-card tag team will probably benefit them more than, obviously, them being singles competitors and not actually featuring for us much. But yeah, they were defeated by Brian Vesey when he defeated Matt Hocking by pinfall with a Vesey driver. As you can see, they show excellent chemistry when tag teaming together, so it's a bit of a no-brainer. Anyway, Kirk Jamison is also improving in performance skills, so that's perfect. Again, another one of the guys that we're sort of underutilizing at the moment. I would say Bulldozer Brandon Smith is sort of in that boat as well. Anyway, moving on to the second pre-show match, getting a 75 B- this time. In a decent pre-show bout that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, Mark Speed and Greg Gage defeated the Dynamite Express in 9:40, and Mark Speed defeated Cameron Jones by submission with a cross arm breaker. No worker improvements there, and apparently Cameron Jones was the weak link. Alright, so we start the show off with a 100 A-star menace promo from both Eddie Peak and Killer Shark. And Eddie Peak is the leader, and he says that TCW is now under his reign of terror. Now, Reign of Terror, if you're not familiar with it, it happened during the French Revolution, and basically anyone that was found not to be either in support or part of the revolution was basically executed. So, yeah, I don't know what Eddie Peak's going to do in regards to that. I guess maybe they're going to try and take people out. I mean, who knows? They're pretty sadistic. Obviously, Killer Shark, with a name like Killer Shark, you can't really expect, good things. A mind behind him like Eddie Peak. Pretty scary stuff. But yeah, we also have Killer Shark, obviously, becoming the first member of this new stable. Now, they actually have a tag team match up next. 77B rated match in a bout that had fantastic heat and great wrestling. Reign of Terror defeated Rocky Golden and Bulldozer Brandon Smith in 9:42 when Killer Shark defeated Bulldozer Brandon Smith by pinfall after using a foreign object. And then, as you expect, Rocky was head and shoulders above everybody else, and Killer Shark was the weak link. And apparently, Eddie Peak and Killer Shark don't work well as a team. So yeah, that's not great. But we're going to continue with it anyway. I'm not really too fussed by it. Once they get to a certain tag team experience as well, that all goes away. So yeah, we're going to stick with it. The match also suffered from a lack of selling. But yeah, and I think Rocky and Eddie Peak are going to be in a storyline going forward for the rest of the month. I think they'll have a really good feud together. All right, moving on to a 94A promo from New Legacy. And basically, they come out and say that they vow that they're going to win their first tag team titles together at the pay-per-view. I think it's Summer Showdown. I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, good stuff. Again, continuing the storyline there for the tag team titles. And the match between J Cord and Guide has gotten an 86 B+. In about that had superb wrestling and great heat, Jay Cord defeated Guide in 20 minutes and 9 seconds by pinfall with a cradle pile driver. Wow. Jay Cord with an in-ring performance of 85 as well. That is massive. Alright, we then go into a 77B. We've got Leisha Strong and Lauren Easter. They're both in action up next in a tag team match. But Leisha comes out and she picks up the microphone before the match and says that she believes that she can beat Lauren Easter and win the women's title. Pretty simple, but pretty effective. Again, the crowd's pretty heavily behind Leisha Strong. You know, they know who she is. She's somewhat of an established star. And of course, Lauren Easter is that good-looking, you know, dastardly heel that is essentially at the top of the women's division at the moment. So, yeah, she's the champion. And they will be facing each other at the pay-per-view. The match itself does really well. 75B- in a decent match. Leisha Strong and Amber Allen defeated Lauren Easter and Elsa Calvo in 10-11, when Leisha Strong defeated Elsa Calvo by pinfall with a strong arm tactic. And then, of course, Elsa was the weak link. Alright, we then move into a 100A star angle between Erin Andrews and Sammy Bach. And yeah, Erin Andrews wants Sammy Bach to step up and face him at Summer Showdown. I'm hoping Summer Showdown's the next event. It is. Okay, perfect. So we're going to book that in. 1-on-1. Erin Andrews taking on Sammy Bach. Pretty big match. I mean, it could almost be the main event. I think it would pull at least an A. Hoping for an A anyway. Good stuff. Good promo. We then go into an 82B rated match. About that had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Erin Andrews defeated Xavi Ferreira in 9:39 by pinfall with a standing hot shot. Now Andrews getting a 95 in-ring performance there as well, carrying Xavi to a B rated match. We then go to a 74B- promo. This one from Troy Tornado. And basically he wants a rematch against Joshua Taylor. And then, of course, Taylor comes out and accepts his challenge. And we'll book that match in as well for Summer Showdown. Basically, just a rematch from the previous pay-per-view. Sort of continuing their storyline going forward anyway. Alright, there we go. Booked in. We then go to a 6-man tag, getting a 72B-. And about that had good heat and decent wrestling. Joshua Taylor, Mighty Mo, and Bart Biggins defeated Troy Tornado, Brent Hill, and Ed Stone in 9:49 when Bart Biggins defeated Ed Stone by pinfall with a B-dropper. So yeah, Bart has pinned the international champion in a 6-man tag. Alright, we then go into a 100A star. Basically, Wolf Hawkins comes out, wants a challenge. He will be in the main event. Ricky Dale Johnson answers the call. Is happy to face the world champion, even though it is a non-title match. The wily veteran taking on the somewhat young stud in Wolf Hawkins. The match itself does about what I expected. 81B. Obviously not the best match of tonight. That one going to Jay Cord and Guide. In an exceptional match, Wolf Hawkins defeated Ricky Dale Johnson in 16:15 by pinfall with a full moon rising. And there we go. And the show. Overall show rating getting a 78B. Pretty happy with that, honestly. I think it was a good show, but again, it was probably more of a filler / storyline producer in regards to the actual show itself. I didn't really expect any outstanding ratings. I have to say the women tag team match, pulling a 75B- is actually higher than I thought it would be. And then, of course, we have Reign of Terror finally debuting themselves as a proper stable. Overall, pretty happy with that. Alright, let's have a look at this mail. So Hugh Ankry and Akuma have both left their respective companies, and I think we're going to bring both of them in. Akuma 100% will be coming in. Like I said in a previous episode, he's always done well for me, or he did do well for me in the New York City Wrestling series. Hugh Ankry, never used him before, but he does look pretty decent as well. Good basics. I mean, he'll be a good mid-card player, I think. And, yeah, we'll see what we can do with him. The TV rating gets a 6.79, which is not too bad. A little bit lower than last week, I think. But that is fine. And Killer Shark thinks Greg Gage is a star in the making. I would agree, but pretty weird that he's the one. Really weird. I don't know why Killer Shark's the one telling me that. Anyway, one thing you want to have a look at, just go through the... I went through this last episode, I think. But I did change the... Sorry, let me go back into it. I did change the World Tag Team titles to floating, so they can essentially go lower than 70. Is it lower than 70? Sorry, they can go higher than 71. So it's essentially not capped, and it will be reflective of what it is, if that makes sense. So yeah, it can go lower than the minimum for a mid-card title, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm probably not explaining that very well, but there we go. Yeah, popularity hasn't changed either, so yeah, nothing really to talk about. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Bit of a filler episode, I know, but I'm hoping you enjoyed it nonetheless. If you did, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel as well, and make sure you tune in for the next episode. I'm really looking forward to this next pay-per-view, and I feel like we're definitely doing some good things. You know, we've got a couple of stables now. I haven't actually made the stable itself yet, but of course we also have Stronghold, I believe was the other name of the stable for Aaron Andrews and New Legacy. So yeah, interesting stuff. We've got some good content coming out in the future. And also, I am currently doing preview / prediction videos for AEW Dynamite each and every week. So yeah, if you're interested in checking that out, make sure you go ahead and do that. Usually the preview / prediction videos will be either a day or two out from Dynamite itself. So yeah. Apart from that, guys, as always, take it easy and goodbye.